As faculty members and administrators, we know that plagiarism is an issue in all types of learning environments. Should universities consider using plagiarism software for their on-campus or online courses? Before we can answer that question, we need to know more about the subject. These are some of the things we will discuss about plagiarism. This is the definition of plagiarism according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. What this means is the act of presenting another's work or ideas as your own. The whole concept to not plagiarize is to present new information, because plagiarism includes the recycling of your own work from a previous class. It is not an uncommon occurrence for students to reuse material. There are several reasons why students plagiarize. Some students are lazy and would rather do things in what they deem to be the easy way, thinking they'll probably get away with it. Others are under pressure from friends, classmates, and family to do well academically, but they're not confident in their own abilities, so they find content elsewhere. Anxiety plays an important part too, because some students are just too overwhelmed with their course load to find the time to create their own work. Plagiarism is performed on the internet and using a hard copy of material. According to plagiarism.org, there are two ways that students commit plagiarism: sources not cited and sources cited. A few examples of sources not cited are as noted here. Without going into detail, each of these types of sources not cited plagiarism are examples of knowingly stealing the words of another and passing them on as one's own. For sources cited but still plagiarized, here are a few examples. These represent sloppy citations that make it difficult to track down the original information, and paraphrases without citation, making it look like the words are those of the student. How rampant is this problem? A list prepared by Coastal Carolina University displays over 250 paper mill websites currently available online. This list has to be updated every 6 months because it changes so often. 58% of high school students admit to plagiarism is a statistic noted in a Parents Magazine article. What makes this interesting is that most parents don't think their children plagiarize, so placing this type of information in a magazine targeted to parents is a good idea. Where 75% of students admit to some cheating, this number goes as high as 80% for undergraduate students. Some surveys are available outlining the proliferation of plagiarism and perceptions of this issue from faculty and administrators of schools that offer online courses. Another survey published the results of students and faculty on issues of academic dishonesty. And here are issues we relate to plagiarism. It's time-consuming to discern if a paper has been plagiarized. Do you have the time to investigate this problem? As stated by Rebecca Howard in her article in the Chronicle Review of Higher Education, do we want to become the enemy to our students instead of a mentor? And at what level is plagiarism plagiarism? Certainly a downloaded paper is wrong, but we must remember that inadvertently forgetting quotation marks is not plagiarism. So what is the punishment? Failing grade for the course or a failing grade for the paper? Ignorance is never an excuse. So does your school have a code of honor and/or established guidelines about plagiarism? Better yet, do you offer a plagiarism tutorial and information and examples of how to properly create citations and references? Since plagiarism is usually associated with writing a paper, make the subject something that would be too easy to plagiarize. Perhaps a topic that the student can relate to and incorporate personal information. For example, if the topic is about Civil War, have the student research a member of the family tree that may have been in the Civil War. The premise is to have the student create authentic work. Plagiarism and cheating can be overcome by using surveillance software when students take tests online, like these students at Penn State. You can Google phrases from a paper to see what results appear. You can check some of the paper mills on the internet, or you can resort to plagiarism software. A few of the popular ones that have large databases are the Turnitin and Authenticate software, and they're offered at a cost that can be determined by contacting the company for a free customized quote. Eve 2 is a plagiarism detection system that costs under $30 for unlimited use. SafeAssign is free to all Blackboard Enterprise clients. WriteCheck is a software program available to students. They offer different fee packages ranging in price from less than $5 to less than $50. So should plagiarism software be used for on-campus and online courses? The answer is yes, because plagiarism is wrong. I urge you to review the information on these websites as additional resources to learn more about this subject. Thank you.